Hey, what's up guys? This is Johan, and on this video we'll be going over the second part of the aquascaping video where I go over how to aquascape a freshwater tank. In this video it's mainly going to be the placement of the substrate and the driftwood. In a future video I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to set up the plants for the planted part of this aquarium. In last week's video, we went over how to aquascape a reef tank with a minimalistic approach, and this video is going to be pretty much the same, just in a freshwater approach. Alright guys, so we're done with the reef side. Let's go ahead and get into the freshwater aquascape. What I'm planning on doing with this one, it's a little bit more simple, where I just have the substrate being two different colors, one on the outside, one then making a circle right in the center, and then using this driftwood as the main centerpiece. I could either have it like this, or probably on the side. She wants it on the side actually, so it has a bit of direction. One thing I did not mention when we were doing the reef and aquascape is sometimes you may want to divide your tank up into thirds, so 3 different sections, and then instead of putting something dead center, you may want to put it off to the side a little bit, and that kind of gives it a bit of a dynamic. Let's go ahead and divide the aquarium up into thirds and then see what we come up with. Alright guys, so we have the aquarium all divided into 3 different sections, vertically and horizontally, and I always like to put the main aquascape that intersecting somewhere around where these intersect, so probably here or something, and then having everything else a little bit of open space, or as we like to call it, negative space. Negative space is good space, it's just extra space that lets what you're actually designing or what you're actually putting together stand out from everything else. Alright guys, so there we have it for the freshwater aquascape. I'm pretty much done. I like the way it turned out with the black against the white. So one thing you want to do before you put the sand in or any substrate in, which I did not do, I only did for this video, is you want to make sure that you go ahead and rinse out all your substrate and all your decorations or whatever, because they may have different particles that's from the manufacturer or different fine dust that's in there that you want to make sure you rinse that off. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the decorations and the substrate from in here and rinse it off. One thing I do like about gravel, unlike sand, is because it's so big, I can take out each little piece and have them separated. Unlike sand, if this was black and white sand, it will get mixed in together, and I have to make sure I do that before I do any aquascape. The next thing as well is your driftwood. It depends on which one you get. If it's actual driftwood, you want to make sure you go ahead and soak it in water for a couple weeks and change the water every other day or so, and that just helps remove all the tannins from the wood. And that's because the tannins usually lower the pH, and it depends on which fish that you get. They may need a higher pH, and that may affect the fish. Alright guys, so this is after a week of changing the water with the driftwood soaking, and you can still see it's dark. So I've been changing the water every 2 days and it's still dark. So time to make some more fresh water. Alright guys, so I got some new water for the driftwood. We're just going to continue to do this until this driftwood stops leaching any tannins. Sometimes you may want to leave the tannins, it depends on which fish you want to keep, because some fish like a lower a lower pH, and the tannins do lower the pH, but it depends on the fish you have. You may just want to continue to drain it every week or every couple of days. Just drain the water, add some new water until it stops releasing tannins. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video of how to aquascape a salt and a freshwater aquarium. If you guys like it, go ahead and hit the like button down below, and also remember to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that you would change, comment down below. Let's get a discussion started. I may set up a freshwater aquarium. I am definitely thinking of one. There's one design that I want to do. But we'll have to see what it does in the future, but I am planning on doing it, and if I do, I'll just upload that video. Anyways guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.